Okay, we're going to start 1.4, introducing the real number system. And what they're talking about up here at the top when it says extend the concept of absolute value to all irrational numbers. If we have the absolute value of the negative square root of 15, that is going to be equal to the absolute value of the square root of 15. Because as you recall from last week dealing with absolute value is the distance a number is from 0, and it's always a positive number. So therefore, the negative square root of 15 is between negative 3 and negative 4. Right around here, and the positive square root of 15 is between positive 3 and positive 4 over here. So they are equal distances from 0. All right, so then we're going to fill in this flow chart here where it says introduce the real number system and the real number line. Real numbers are made up of rational numbers, which we talked about in great detail last week, any number that you can write as a fraction, and then irrational numbers, which is what you learned about over the long weekend. Pi, and any non-perfect square root. Rational numbers are made up of non-integers, which are non-terminating and non-repeating decimals, and then integers, positive and negative numbers. Okay? We also have integers, then we have the negative integers, and we have positive integers. And then positive integers are made up of the whole numbers and 0. Okay? So and then this is just showing you identify decimal forms of irrational numbers. You can have non-perfect square roots and pi. I'm going to flip now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn all of these values into decimals. So we have negative 11/13. And you just plug that into your calculator and you get 5.85. Okay, negative 84 divided by 25 is going to give us negative 3.36. And I'm rounding these all to 2 decimal places. Pi squared is 9.87. Square root of 30 is 5.48. And then negative 8.29. That is rounded to 2 decimal places. That is already in decimal form. Okay, so then what they want us to do is take those values and put them on the number line. So let's see. Negative 8.29 is going to be between negative 8 and negative 9. So this is negative 8.283. And then we have square root of 30, which is 5.48. So that's between 5 and 6. Square root of 30. Then we have pi squared, which is 9.87. That's between 9 and 10. So this is pi squared. Then we have negative 84/25. So that's between negative 3 and negative 4. So that's negative 84/25. And then we have 5 and 11/13, which is again between 5 and 6, but it is closer to 6. So it's going to be like right over here, and this is 5 and 11/13. Okay? Now I want you to do the same thing, represent each real number as a decimal, and locate the number on the real number line. So I'm going to stop the video and you're going to do that right now on your own. Okay, so I have all those values filled in now. If you look, I turned all of them into decimals. 99 divided by 23 is 4.30. Negative 12.054 was already a decimal. The negative pi cubed is negative 31.01. Pi divided by 2 is 1.57. Square root of 200 is 14.14. And the negative square root of 289 is negative 17. So I filled in 0 on the number line, and then I had 3 values to the left and 3 values to the right of 0. So if you had any mistakes on that, if you could please fix it. That is the end of the notes for Chapter 1, and we will see you in class tomorrow. Have a great night.